Welcome again, all of you, to the class of financial management. Today, we are going to discuss an important topic, that is present value. Before starting this lecture, I would like to remind you that we have already discussed the future value. In future value, we have discussed the future value, then future value of annuity we have discussed. Thereafter, we have discussed the sinking fund method. Here, we are going to discuss the present value. Today, main objectives of this lecture is to finding out how can we compute the present value, what are the methods. Here we are going to discuss the three methods again for finding out the present value. Factor 1 with the help of the formula, then again with the help of table, and last we will going to find out with the help of Excel formula. So starting with the present value definition, we will everyone knows that what is present value. Present value is actually the current value of a future sum of money or a stream of cash flows given a specified period of time. So whenever you are going to receive an investment in the future. Suppose future you are going to receive any amount like 50,000 or 10,000 you are going to receive in future. So what is the value today of that 10,000 that you are going to receive in future? Suppose 1 year later or 2 year later. What is the present value for that? How can you compute this one? Take an example of your investment. Suppose you are in a salaried class and you are depositing every time your PF has been deducted, and you are paying every month your PF. So at the time of retirement, when you are going to receive that amount, suppose 20 lakhs rupees, 20 lakh of rupees you are going to receive. So there is a question came to your mind that after the retirement, maybe your age is 65 or 60, and you are going to receive 20 lakhs. So what will be the actual 20,000 value of that 20,000 in today's day? Because every time the currency is going to fluctuate. So this question came to our mind that how can we compute the present value of a future sum of inflows that we are going to receive, or the future sum of outflows that we are going to give. So for that, this present value, we have two terminologies need to be understand before going to for the calculation. One is discounting and the second one is discount rate. Here you can see that discounting is a process of determining present value of a series of future cash flow. Discounting, just like the opposite of compounding. Okay, what we are going to what we have done in the future cash flow, future value of cash flow, we are computing compounding, compounding factor. Here in the case of present value, we are going to find out the discounting factor, the process of determining the present value of series of future cash flows. So as we have seen that over there, in the cases of future value, when we are solving the question, the interest rate, compounding interest rate is given. Here the interest rate are given and we are treating them as a discount rate. Okay, because we are discounting the values here. In future cash flows, we are compounding the values there. Okay. Now let's see here what is the formula for the present value interest factor. Okay, so it's just the reciprocal of the future value, present value, because in future value we have the we already know the present value, and on that basis we are computing. So here we are going to know the present value we have to find out. So we are knowing that in future how much sum we are going to receive. So the formula will be present value is equal to future value or bracket divided by 1 divided by 1 plus I means interest rate, for how much number of period of times, that is n. Okay, so n is in the exponential form. This is the formula for finding out the present value interest, present value of any future flow, any future amount. So let's take an example here. I'm going to give you an example that how we are going to find out the present value of any investment. Suppose with the help of formula we are going to find out it. Okay, suppose we have this example. We have future value, we have given 50,000. As an investor, we want to find out the future value of 50,000 to be received after 15 years. Okay, so for 15, after 15 years we are going to receive 50,000 rupees. The interest rate is 9%. Okay, here we have the interest rate is 9%. So what will be the present value of that future sum of rupees that we are going to receive? So first we will find out the present value factor. Okay, then we will multiply it with the future value and we will get the answer. So what is the present value? How can we find out? So here we can see the present value is equal to future value into the future value is given here is 50,000. We can write 50,000. Then what we have to do? We have to divide it by 1 divided by 1 plus, what is the interest rate here? Interest rate is 9%. 9% interest rate, it means that 9% interest rate means 9 divided by 100, 0.09. Here we put the bracket. Then what we have to do? We have to put the how many years we are going to invest it, how many years after we are going to receive it? 15 years. So this will be the value. When we solve this value, we will get the answer. So anyone from you can calculate with your calculator or anything. Let's see what is the value of this amount. The value of this amount that is in the brackets. So here I'm going to use calculator. So 1 plus 0.09, it become 1.09. Then 1.09 raised to the power 15. How much it will become? The value comes is 3.64. Now we have to make it divided by 1 also. So the value of the bracket that we are here, I have computed here is 0.274538. So when we are going to multiply it by the value of 50,000, how much we will get? Anyone from you can compute it with your calculator. So you can we can take it to the 3 decimal points, 0.274. So 50,000 into 0.274. The answer will be 13,700. If we take the whole value here, then the answer will be slightly change. 13,700 we will get here. Okay. Now let's see the composition of the formula for the present value. Here you can see that the present value is equal to future value into 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to the power n. So the formula that in the portion of the formula that is in the red color, okay, it is showing here the portion of the formula that is in the red color is called as this portion of the formula we called it as present value factor. Okay, what we called it as present value factor. I will write here value factor. Okay, so if we replace the red color with the present value factor means PVF. So formula will become PV is equal to future value into present value factor. So find instead of doing so much calculations like this here, we can also use the table. Okay, so if we see the table and if we see when we read the row 15 and 9% column, we will get how much? 0.275. 0.275. So here we have taken 0.274. So in the table, this value we will directly find at 0.275. 0.275. So this value will be given in the table. If you see the table, which table we have to see? We have to see the table present value factor of a lump sum amount, because here we are finding out for the lump sum amount. So we have to see the table present value factor. Okay. So again, if we multiply it with the amount of 50,000, then we will see 0.275. Is it okay? Here we will see 13750, because here we have taken as 274 only. That's why it is 13,700. If we take 0. If we take it as 5, now we will check. We will change. Okay. And it will come 13,750. We have to make it round. Okay, so here we have 13,750. Here also we will get the 13,750. Now we are going to find out this value, present value, with the help of Excel also. How can we find out the Excel formula? Suppose the same equation is same example we are going to take. We have given the future value. The investors want to find out the present value of 50,000 to be received after 15 years. So years is 15 years. The interest rate is 9%. So how can we find out the present value here? We have to use the present value formula. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, so present value, then bracket, then again put the rate here. What is the rate? 9%, comma Then NPR, how much in year we have? This one. Then PMT, there is lump sum amount we are talking about. There is no installment in that, so we will put 0 again here. Zero, comma. Then what is the future value? Future value is 50,000. Okay, so we will put future value here. Then because there is no payment other than 1, so we will put 0 again here. And close the bracket. Then press the enter, we will get the it is some changes, it is coming, we will find it again. Present value, rate, what is the rate? 9%. Then NPR 15%, then 0, then future value. In future value, what we can do, we can use minus sign here because to check see the then put minus future value block we have selected, comma 0. There are some changes, it is coming, we have to check what we have done again. Rate is 9%, interest rate NPR is 15 years, PMT 0, future value 50, there are some changes coming inside in this, but we can see there approximately it is coming to the same amount, that is 13,700. Okay, so due to the decimal places changing in the decimal places, there may be some changes, it is coming here. Okay, so we will not bother, the answer will be coming same here. I have also tried some more time, now then it will come again with the same digit. Let's see why it's going to happen. Interest rate is 19. Let me use this one. How much rate? 9%. 9% means 0.09, comma NPR is 15, then PMT 0, then future value 50,000, then 50. So due to the some decimal places changes, we are finding this value here. So this is the way we can find out the present value, and we can define the present value as well. So the two important things that we have to consider here is the discounting and the discount rate. Earlier we are finding out the compounding and the compound rate. Here we are having the discounting and the discount rate. So present value is the future sum of money that we are going to receive in a given specified rate of return. Okay, and we can compute with the help of the formula present value is equal to future value into bracket 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to the power n, as well as present value factor, which we can see in the table, and then we can find it with the help of Excel with the help of present value formula.